Hey everybody, welcome back to Veteranbassin. Now in the comments I was asked of available or budget options for first time baitcast users. Stay tuned, we'll get into that. So before I begin this video, I'm sorry that it's coming out a little bit late. I had some internet problems, some wires got hit by a weed eater and, it just messed up. So, again, I want to apologize with that. And also, I will be putting up the winner of last week's giveaway. I'll be doing that right now. So, Baitcasters, affordable ones. And don't get me wrong, Baitcasters can get expensive, yo. I mean, like, expensive as heck. Especially if you're talking like the high-end stuff, which you could pay anywhere from $500 to $600, you know what I'm saying, for a baitcaster. We all ain't got that kind of money to spend. So, I'm getting my notes out here because there's a few things that I do, a couple of that I want to talk, a couple of brands, and see about letting you know of a few budget options that you can do for your baitcaster that is still good bang for your buck. So, starting out, we're gonna go with Shimano. You've seen me fish with that rod. It was the Shimano. It's the Shimano SLX DC. Comes in at $100. Comes in at $100. You've seen me use that on my crankbait rod. You know what I'm saying? You see me crank, catch many a fish with it. If I remember correctly, it came with a 8:1 gear ratio. You know what I'm saying? So it's a super fast reel. And, you know what I'm saying, it helps to get those reaction bites. That's the first one. The second one, we're going to move over from that to Daiwa. Daiwa comes out with the Fuego. Now, I haven't really used Daiwa, not like talking about it. I've got to cast a few, but I've never really got to get out there and beat them up and, you know what I'm saying, and fish with them. But for the video, we're talking budget options. So you got the Fuego, which comes in at $100. Then, and I wrote this down, you have the CG80 XS1. That's also $100. And then to move down from that, you have the CG80, which is $70, and that is a 7:5-to-1 gear ratio. That's kind of a workhorse, really, to be honest with you. The next, we'll move over to 13 Fishing. 13 Fishing, I've used a good bit of their I've used a little bit of their spinning combo, but I've never really gotten to that baitcaster reel. So I will say, as far as spinning, very good, very affordable. But this is baitcasting. So you got the 13 Fishing Inception, which will run you at $100. If you see in a pattern in here, you know what I'm saying, I just like to stay around the 100 range, you know what I'm saying, for my baitcasters. I don't really go no cheaper than that. And that's just a 6:6-to-1 gear ratio. With that one, that is more for, you know what I'm saying, Kitech swim baits, slow moving baits, really, you know what I'm saying. You can also use it to crank. You know what I'm saying. Then you have the 13 Fishing Origin. 13 Fishing Origin. That one, 8:1-to-1 gear ratio. You can use that one for punching, flipping, reaction. You can use it for all of that. Now, we're going to go to the two that I use the most. And the first I'm going to go with is the Lose. The first one is the Speed Spool, which I have. You've not seen that one yet. Actually, yes, you have. You've seen it, but you know that day I really didn't catch anything. But that is a 8:3 to 1 gear ratio for $100. You have the Classic Pro Speed Spool. That'll come in at about $70, but it's still a good workhorse. It's a very still good workhorse. Then you have the Fishing Super Duty, which is be come in at $70, and that is a 6:8 to 1 gear ratio. Again, it's a slower reel, spinner baits, a lot of your moving baits. There you go. And last but not least, Abu Garcia. Now, a lot of people talk about Abu Garcia, but it is a darn good rod. It is a darn good rod and reel. I am just now really playing with the Revo, which that combo came in at $300. So I'm playing with that right now and seeing how well that is. But you have the you have the Black Max, and then you have the Silver Max. And both reels come in at about $50. And believe you me, I fish with both. And matter of fact, I fished with those reels, I would say about 3 years now. I don't have a complaint about it. I might have to change out my Black Max rod because the guys are messing up now. You know, I've put them through the ringer and they still work phenomenal. Phenomenal. You got good casting length, you know what I'm saying? You got good retrieve. As long as you keep them clean, you're good to go. You are good to go. So don't forget that you got the Abu Garcia, Black Max, and the Silver Max. Then you have the Revo X low profile, which will come in at just under $100 at $99.95 with tax, $100. Not really use that one. I've used the Revo straight up, which, you know, I mean, I believe that reel comes in at, I believe, $125 or so, I believe. I couldn't remember how much I paid for it. Then you have the Revo XTX low profile, which is $100. The Revo X come in at $99.95. So, to be honest with you, for real, bait casting, you could find very good budget options as far as bait casting go. You can find them. You know what I'm saying? There are not, I mean, you can work your way up to the high end stuff, but for, if you're new to it and you're looking for the budget stuff, don't overlook Abu Garcia because it is a darn good rod. Well, reel. It is a darn good reel. And rod too, because the rod lasted me 3 years, but it's a darn good reel. It is a workhorse. I've used that reel from everything from dragging baits to cranking to flipping, punching. I've used that reel for everything. It is a workhorse. I'm getting into the lures right now, so I'm learning about those. But so far, it is it is a phenomenal ride. It is a phenomenal ride. But those are my list of things that I would, you know, get into as far as picking out a new ride. If you liked the video and it was informative and it helped you any, don't forget to like, you know what I'm saying? And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you out there on the water.